PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
And Henny, this week, he's looking to beat Harold Varner III. He certainly won't beat him in the entertainment stakes.
He is one of the funniest players out there. You better be on your guard and keep mentally focused because he'll distract you with his jokes as well as his game. HV3 is one of a kind and he'll kill you with his laid-backness out on the golf course.
Yes, he's a big-hearted guy, but he's got a big game too. So look out for HV3, but don't worry if you lose this rivalry because you'll end up with a great friend indeed. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This is a nice confidence booster, downhill green, club down.
Getting ready to play their third. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with Harold Varner. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Well, if he can make that big putt, it'll save that bunker shot, that's for sure. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Yes! What a putt! Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Okay, time to return to the action. Just one off the lead after that hole. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Oh, well played. Second shot here on the 5th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Just didn't drop. Just a short putt remaining here. And he finds himself in a tie for third. Now a par 5 hole awaits. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Lining up from the sand now. Oh, it's a little wayward. Bouncing through the branches. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt awaits.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Gets it to go down. Wow, what a save.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
Currently 1 under for the day. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Opting for the 3-iron here. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make their par. Okay, let's head to the next. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. Well struck. This shot from about 190 yards out. Just one shot back now. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Seven feet to the cup.
Solid little par putt here.
Ooh. Job done. Let's head to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Well, that's a handy shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 behind our leader. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. Let's move 1 step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That swing looked a little jerky from where I'm sitting. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 3 strokes off the lead.
That dog will hunt.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's head to the 12th hole. Opting for the 5-iron. Outstanding approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Well, there's the line, the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and... Ah, what a shot from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
So far, so good.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? It's always a good view playing from an elevated position to the green. Opting for the 9-iron. That should set up another chance. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
It was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The Spaniard, Jon Rahm, currently leading the field here. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Par putt coming up here. That's a good putt to make, that one. He's currently sitting in 3rd. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. No, that's not the shot they wanted. Sitting at 2 under. Currently in 3rd place. A bit wild on approach there.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Yes! Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And let's have another look at that one.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in 2nd place, behind Jon Rahm. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. 8 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. John Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 17th. Opting for the 5-wood. Yeah, well played. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Putting now for a bogey. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And as this round winds down, he finishes in 4th place.
And 18 holes of sensational fun is in store for us tomorrow, Luke. Just watch out.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this next golfer starts the day, what are you thinking about their chances?
Right now, he has not got the victory secured, but a good final round here could see him into the winner's circle.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Putting for bogey here. He finds himself tied for 6th. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. Handy effort, that one. Second shot on the second. And here we are with the third shot. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Yes, they've made it. Currently 1 under for the event. A long par 4 this hole. From around 170 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Not the result they were after there.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
There it is. John, do you have any info down there?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Harold Varner III as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Currently 1 under for the tournament. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Here's Harold Varner III. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4. You like that, didn't you? Playing this shot from about 230 yards out.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
This player needs a little help from Bob Ross on this shot. No draw whatsoever.
This putt is about 8 feet.
This putt to try and save their par.
No, that's too bad. You'll have to settle for bogey there. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And that's going to put him up to even par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. That was wonderfully done. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Getting ready to play their third. 3 shots off the lead.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival Harold Varner III has a worthy competitor this week.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. And that will take him to 1 under.
John, what's going on out there?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Harold Varner III as he gets set for his next shot here on the 10th.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
That got a little out of control, I think.
A bit short with that effort.
This putt for par here. They're nicely holed. And this is a familiar sight. John Rahm leads this tournament. And we've arrived at a par 3. He's going to fade this one. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
The fade didn't come to their aid.
Let's see if he can make this. Keep the par on the card. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away. And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Harold Varner III as he gets set for his next shot here on the 12th.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Always a challenging approach to an elevated green. Well, you're going to need to think of your second shot already because that one's beached. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here. And this one is for his par.
Yep, tracking well.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Let's head over to the 13th.
This one's just over 150 yards, I would say.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
This lie's not great. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 4 strokes off the lead. Not quite the shot he was wanting. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
This is their 5th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This one's for bogey. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Sitting at +1, tied for 6th position. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. How close was that to going down? Okay, that hole's behind you now.
John, give us a small update.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Harold Varner III as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, that was over clubbed. Let's head out to the 16th hole. Let's return to live play now. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. This hole is a long par 4. Good shot there, Beamer. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
A little less club is required for him.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. Big putt for par coming up. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Harold Varner III setting up his next shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Nicely done. And here we are with the third shot. Yeah, that one will play. A spot in the top 5 on the line here.
This is on a stupendous line.
That's a good putt to make. We'll take that. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Lovely effort, that. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of third spot.
He could use it with only 2 holes remaining.
Oh, that's frustrating. A par putt on the table. He's currently tied for 4th. This hole here is a par 4. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Oh, that was pure. This shot coming from around 220 yards.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Let's head to the final hole of this round.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe plate, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And this putt for a final score of 72. That'll sting a bit. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Just didn't drop. A bogey putt awaits. And that brings to close today's round. Well, that was another spectacular day's viewing. I certainly enjoyed bringing the action alongside Rich Beem. And Henny, what did you witness down there? A victory over Harold Varner III?
Luke, I don't even know what I witnessed. I need to go and sit in a dark room and think about that. I saw some incredible shots pulled off that should never have been pulled off, and in the end, Harold Varner III was beaten. I think this player will be so pleased with that they'll use the confidence and just propel themselves forward in the next event and beyond.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard work...